Joe, it was announced that Alex went for an MRI. Is there any more information available on that?
No, it'll take a while.
If he's down a couple days, Hicks down a couple days at all, can you go to Texas with 23 guys?
You know, I think that would be pretty hard to do. So you're going to have to make an evaluation from what we see from that MRI and then make a decision. So, but playing too short would be really difficult.
With Pineda, kind of a weird line overall. A lot of strikeouts, but a lot of fastballs down the middle of the plate as well. Why do you think he had so much difficulty controlling that pitch in particular?
You know, he didn't have the movement on it. He didn't have the cut on it today. For whatever reason, he didn't have it. And obviously his slider was pretty good. He had 9 strikeouts. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's lack of movement on his fastball today and inconsistent location is what killed him.
Barry.
You're getting closer, Barry.
Thank you. I can't wait. Should I bring spikes with me to
Yes.
Texas?
Yeah. You got to shave, though.
Yeah, no, that's going to be tough. When did Alex first report this to you, and how did it happen? Do you know?
Well, let me figure out what inning. So what inning did Ackley hit? So he was warming up to take his at-bat is when he felt it. So it would have been in the top of the 6th. He felt it, and I got word. It came up when we came in, and so I said, okay, and we got axed. So it was not after his double. It was while he was preparing for that next at-bat, taking a few swings in the cage. So it would have been, you know, the middle of the 6th or, the end of the top of the 6th is when I got the word.
Who else? Kenny?
Joe, understanding there are MRI results to come, an oblique injury. Usually,
Tricky?
Yeah. So is there pessimism right now, even before you
Yeah, anytime someone leaves with an oblique, you're not really optimistic because they take a while, depending on the severity of it. And I even think sometimes when players physically feel ready, I still don't think they have the strength that they had before. It takes some time to get that back. So, yeah, I worry. Hopefully it's really, whatever it is, it's really, really minor. He said he didn't feel that bad when he left to get the MRI, but I think the MRI will tell us a lot more.
Danny.
Obviously, Smiley is a guy who's had a lot of success anyway, but the continuing issues against left-handers, did you see anything at all different today?
No, I mean, I thought he was good today. I thought his whether you want to call it a cutter or slider, I thought was very effective against our hitters. We didn't do much. I mean, we had a few opportunities off him, but we really didn't have many opportunities, and he's kind of pitched that way all year. I think he's had back-to-back 11 strikeout games where he's thrown the ball really well, and we didn't do much.
Meredith.
Joe, you left Pineda out there for a while. Is that just a product of maybe being a little bit short in the pen and not wanting to go into the next series burning the pen?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to him after the first inning, you're going to go through your whole bullpen, and then you're really not going to have much tomorrow. So, I mean, he actually did a decent job after the fifth inning, or the first inning, in getting us through 5. But you have to manage your bullpen, too. You just can't think about today.
Barry.
You just had a tough homestand. What are your concerns going into a 9-game trip to 3 tough cities?
Well, hopefully the road's good for us. Sometimes that can turn you around. Getting on the road together and the guys getting together. So, yeah, we're going to tough cities. You take it one series at a time. We just won a series, so let's take that as a positive and move forward and try to win another series.
Back to your right.
Joe, with Pineda, I know that you want him to throw strikes, but is there kind of a balance that he needs to find of maybe not throwing too many strikes? You talk about command, but he's throwing a lot of strikes where they're being hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something to making people chase, making people comfortable at the plate. There have been pitchers in the past that you say sometimes you wish they were able to expand more, that sort of thing. So, yeah, there's some of that in there. Trying to make hitters uncomfortable, I think, is important too, and that's something that he can work on.
Hart, do you have a question?
Is it any more frustrating with Pineda just because you see how good he can be when his stuff is on, and then there's days like this?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's hard to figure out. you'd never think that a guy would have 9 strikeouts in 5 innings and give up 4 homers. I mean, it just goes to show you if you don't make your pitches and you leave balls in the middle of the plate, I don't care how good your stuff is, you're susceptible to giving up runs. And they took advantage of his mistakes. They did a really good job. And for Michael, it's being more consistent.
To your right, Joe.
I guess Pinder is going to see James Andrews. Are you expecting anything one way or the other with that?
Yeah, I think he's probably leaning towards surgery, but I think he'll get Dr. Andrews' opinion before he really makes a decision. So I think he's seeing him tomorrow, maybe, I believe. I'm not sure what day he's seeing him, but I think he's probably leaning there. But we'll see what Dr. Andrews says.